Hello.
Yay!
Hey guys,
Hello.
Hey
welcome,
everyone.
welcome. We're here today as young leaders creating a different future, and we have me, Enzo. We have those two beautiful ladies.
Gracie and
Fair.
And today we're going to talk about a topic that it's related to the Suicide Awareness Month. So we're like in the actual last day of September. It's always time to talk about this. So one topic that's been popping up for me since we had this idea of talking about this, it's like how can we perceive the difference that we be in the world that nobody else bees, you know? And one thing I got in a class that I went this past weekend was like take the energy of the earth. I wanted to begin with this because it totally changed my life. So,
yeah.
like, take the energy of the earth and I don't know, put it in front of you or wherever you want, including you in the planet,
And you
and
just
perceive
ask for that.
what?
And you just ask for that.
Yeah, just as for that. And perceive that your energy is a whole part of this whole system, this complex thing called planet Earth. And now take off your energy from the equation. So, like, take your energy from the planet and see what you perceive. See if it's the same thing or if it's different. What do you perceive, guys? The ones who are here.
It's
For,
something related.
mhm. For me, what I got the first time I did it, it was like if there was a hole in the planet, if something was missing. So if we could acknowledge today, like how beautiful the earth is for us and how important we are, like for everything that really exists. And do you guys want to say something about it?
Gracie?
Totally. Yes. And this is, I don't know what you're going to talk about, but I know we are all related. Like Earth and our bodies is something like almost together, but we are with the Earth, not on the Earth.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. What if one of our demands could be to create the earth with the earth, in communion? And not like because one thing that also I talked about with the facilitator was like most of the times we think that we are like more intelligent or more like developed than the earth and the nature, but that's actually a lie, because we are part of it. So, what if we could acknowledge today, like how important we are to everything and everybody around us? You know, Mo- like the more you get to know you and you get a sense of the space that you be, I think the more that you communion with every molecule. And there's a story that someone told me about Gary Douglas when he was where he was like, I'm gonna give up because there's nobody with me. I'm kind of alone. And the story goes like he was, I don't know, in some places with plants, and the trees started talking energetically with him, like, we're here, like, you're not alone. So I think for this month, the whole phrase we can use is you're not alone because you're never alone. We are oneness, we are actually communion. And one thing that's popping up for me is like how much do we acknowledge our body for being with us, you know because most of the times we don't even acknowledge that we have a body, like that our body is here for us like every time. So I heard from Heather Nichols, like the CF, she was saying like, have you already acknowledged that your body is is the biggest facilitator that you have in your life? Like every time it's showing you stuff about your life and about you and about what you're creating. And like how much do we actually receive it for what it is, you know? Like, how many times do our bodies communicate with us with a pain, for an example, because we're not willing fully to listen to what it has to say, and we go like, I need to take like a medicine because my body it's broken, you know? And what if we can actually hear our bodies?
That's totally crazy. And yesterday I was hearing my body. It isn't all the time that it hurts, you know. But yesterday my body was like I had to stop for a second, you know. It was
Hmm.
hurt, and I just stopped and asked, okay, relax. What is required? What are you telling me? And it just tell, relax. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, I'm going to relax. Um, yes,
Like,
and
go.
and how is it if when we ask our body, our earth, what it wants to tell us?
Yeah.
How is it for you? If you just ask, don't expect for the answer. Just ask and see what shows up for you. Just an energy or maybe a relax.
Yeah. And like most of us actually, I think, ask like every day, like, Earth, what contribution can I be to you? But most of the times we're not actually willing to to hear when the Earth asks for a contribution. Like, um, your body or the Earth, it communicates with you with pain just when it has tried before to reach you, to reach out to you, but you've not like heard it, you know? So what if we could hear the whispers and like the feather touches that the earth and our body gives us? And what if our body is like the biggest playground for training having awareness? Because like being willing to have an awareness, it's like being willing to be subtle and subtle and subtler and more I think it's more subtle. It's going to be more subtle every time. And like right now, what if the earth is asking us to step up in the subtleness that we truly be, you know? What if we as beings are much more like the nature and the space that the nature is than humans, you know? Like how many of us relate much more to like our dogs and cats and trees than we relate to the humans around us. And there was a phrase that somebody said that Dane here said, which was like, what if we're here much more for the earth than for the people? Because like, what if the earth what if we can perceive and receive that the earth is the space of total receiving of who we truly be, of never judging? And what if one of our demands could be like, I'm gonna be like the nature and I'm gonna overcreate the nature? Because the nature is this of space and of being and of generating. And we are it too, we be it too. But what if we can be more than this? Like, what if we're here on Earth to be the stewards, like to create the Earth with the Earth, like honoring it, you know? Do you guys
I
want to say more about like
Yes,
anything?
I do. Um, you talked about, sorry, I just got a message.
Mm,
You talked about being that what the art is for us, for other people.
mm-hmm.
And what if we could also be that for ourselves? You know, like the kindness and the receiving that we are trying to give to others, and that the art is for us. What if we could be that for us too? And also,
Absolutely.
in this awareness month, which is already over, but my mom told me it is also like the first weeks of October. So, what else is possible? What if you could also be that for people that are feeling wrong, that are feeling alone? What if you could be like the earth? What if you could be that kind energy to tell them, like, hey, I'm here for you, no point of view, no judgment. Do you need something? If you want to talk, I'm here. Because have you acknowledged the gift that you are for other people in your life? and have you acknowledge and embrace the gift that you are for you and how much are you creating. So what could contribution could that be if you start stepping up, not just for you, but do you know how sad it is for you not to be all of you for all of us? And this is also an invitation with young leaders. We're looking to create a different future for us, for the earth, and for other people. So if you know anyone that feels like that, that is young, that feel like he's alone, she's alone, you can call us, let us know, and we're just here for you. And that's the energy that the earth is. She's just trying to give you constantly. So what would happen? What's the worst thing that could happen if you were willing to receive it? Because also by receiving the earth, you're receiving more of you. So
Meme.
Beam!
Awesome. When you receive more of the earth, you're receiving more of you. Yeah. And what if taking care of you and caring for you and your body is also caring for the earth? Because that we don't acknowledge much is that like our body is a creature from the earth. It is made from earth, it's made from molecules that came from here initially. So what if we actually can nurture our bodies and care for it? What if doing this we are actually healing the earth, you know? And what if that's what's required by the earth right now, you know? So in this awareness month from suicide, we can also extend it like to self-care, like how much do we take like a time of the day just to be with ourselves and with our body and to nurture it?
It doesn't take that much. You just, hi, buddy. Like, just say, hi, buddy.
Yeah.
Higher.
And
And
just
it's
go, Cassie, go.
okay, then you go. It's such a gift that if you try it, what would be the worst thing that could happen at first date?
Mhm.
And I love the thing that Gracie said that yesterday she was like going on and like moving on, and then her body was like, "Hey, stop for a second and breathe." For me, it's like I'm doing clients right now, and I'm behind everything and everyone, and I'm like, I don't even take time for my body anymore, and my body has been telling me this past few days. He's like, breathe, like you're okay, just breathe and relax. Because how many of you do you think you cannot receive when you're relaxed? That's a fucking lie. I don't know if we were supposed to say that, but that's a lie, guys. How much more can you receiving is being relaxed. That's the energy of truly receiving. Because you're just being, you're not trying to do anything, you're just being there. So how much more receiving could you turn on by relaxing and truly listening to your body, and always be aware that your body is your, I'm translating a class, and the facilitator said, what if your body is just the vehicle that you use to navigate this reality? So what about you choosing to have it clean, to have it washed sometimes, to take it time to make it look beautiful, and just invite people into your car that are really people that are going to have fun with you, that are a contribution to you. You don't need to drive with someone that you don't like and that it's not nurturing to your car. So what would that be for you? And take a moment to receive all of you. And it's a little bit, and you need to take steps and do it, but what choice can you make today to start receiving more of you each day? Like, I don't know, sometimes lately I've been waking up and like I've been reacting and grabbing my phone and answering messages. But a week before I was waking up, I touched my body. I asked my body a question like, hey, universe, how are you? Can you show me something beautiful? A fucking bird appeared on and then cats were walking on my window, which never happened. So the earth is there,
Yeah.
but you need to be present in order to receive from it.
Yeah. Totally. And yeah, what if this month is much more about like awareness of the oneness that we truly be than like not alone. because in oneness, being alone cannot exist, you know? So if we actually choose the oneness and the communion that it's available for us, being alone doesn't exist, you know? So all of you young people who are watching now, in the future, you're not alone. We're here for you if we can be the contribution that you desire. The earth is here for you. And what if
Always.
what if we
The
could
earth is always for you.
what?
The earth is always for you.
Yeah,
Never.
and what if we could ask every day, like, what would it take for more nurturing people to show up in my life that are truly willing to create something and create greater possibilities with me and the planet, you know? Because you're never alone. We as one is we are molecular communion with everything. So what if today we could take some time and just be present with every molecule around us and just allow them to contribute however they can, and to allow the energy of everything and everyone around you and in the universe like to flow into your body and into you. What if this space of relaxation is like be when we're being us? And what if this is the gift that you are and that earth is requiring of all of us right now?
And guys, we have a Thursday Zoom that you can join, which is just for us. We're gonna be there. We're gonna talk to you. Silvia Pontes is gonna join. I don't know if you know her. I adore her so much because she's such a kind energy, like the earth. So if you want to join, we're gonna send you guys. We're gonna share the link, and you can come on. And yeah, what else is possible? So, do you guys have
So,
something else to say?
In
no,
our
I think
link,
that's it. Yeah.
that
Thank you
would
so
be
Gracias.
much, you guys.
yeah, sorry.
Go for it.
That would be in our link tree.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have a new link tree.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Love you.
And I have another question, just to let you know. What can you be grateful for you today?
Yeah,
And what gift are you for the earth and your body that you haven't yet acknowledged?
totally.
So, and
Thank you,
thank you
guys.
for being here.
See
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Hello.
Yay!
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey,
Welcome, welcome,
everyone.
welcome.